2nd, we are live. I decided to go live a little early today because I'm bored. So today's live stream, we are going to talk about how you can boost weight loss with OMAD by combining it with prolonged fasting. And that's what I'm currently doing right now. I am currently in a prolonged fast. And I'm wearing my glasses right now because I realize my eyes are just getting strained with my concussion situation. I started wearing glasses after the car accident, and then I put the glasses back on because I wanted to take them off because the eye doctor was like, you don't have to wear it all the time, because I never wore glasses in my life. My eyes are good. And then I realized that life is easier when I wear glasses. So I'm wearing the glasses right now, and it kind of looks good with the lighter hair, so why not? So right now I am jumping into a 48-hour fast to help put myself into ketosis. I just been having problems going into keto. I don't know why. I guess with all the carbs, I was enjoying myself and what have you. Welcome. Welcome to the chat, Tara. Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here. I'm so glad that you are here. And the best way and the fastest way to get yourself into ketosis is to do a prolonged fast. So here I am doing a prolonged fast. And I'm doing this fast for a number of reasons. Number one, to get my discipline back up. I don't know what the heck's going on with me. I've just been so lackadaisical. I've been so undisciplined. Like, I did OMAD for 2 days this week, and I was doing well. And then yesterday I fasted for 22 hours, and then bam, I opened up my eating window. So we're going to jump into a prolonged fast to get myself back into ketosis. And I just thought with myself, and I just sat with myself. I'm like, well, how did you do this OMAD thing to begin with? Since day one, I did a 48-hour fast and I jumped right into OMAD. I did keto OMAD again from September to April until I had to get off of it. And that's how I did it. I jumped into it by doing a fast. And I just think it's just the best way just to reset my mindset, to reset my discipline, and to get back on track. So I'm doing a 48-hour fast for number one, for that. Number two, the best time to do a prolonged fast is when you start your cycle. 3, I don't really have an appetite because this cycle really kicked my butt. Like, I'm having a lot of cramping and stuff. And I'm thinking the cramping is from eating all the good foods. It is. Yes, the OMAD fasting can help negate that, but I was eating junk food OMAD for quite a while. And I just want to go back to clean eating because it makes me feel good. It helps with inflammation, and it's just better for you. It's good to have a dirty meal once in a while, don't get me wrong, but to constantly eat dirty, even with OMAD, I personally don't like it. Other people do it, but I personally don't like it. Tara says, oh, wow, I'm also on a 48-hour fast to get into ketosis. That's awesome. That's so great. I love that. Yay. We're both doing it. I think it's just the way to go. 48 hours, you're guaranteed to get into ketosis. And it's 48-hour fast is like the great fast. I love it. It's easy to do. And it's basically the alternate day fasting fast. 48. And obviously, when I break this fast, I'm going to break it in the evening because that's the best time to do it. I want to break it when I'm doing OMAD, of course. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and I'm going to be doing a new thing. I'm really into blood sugar levels and all this right now. I've always been into it. If you guys have been on my channel from the beginning, you know when I would do prolonged fast, I would always test my blood sugar. And now there's more research, and I guess more people are talking about blood sugar a lot. I know there's this woman called the Glucose Goddess. I've seen her on Thomas DeLauer's Instagram. I've seen her around, and she apparently talks about this. I was quickly watching Intermittent Fasting Foodies podcast that she had with Jen Stevens on, and they talked about, it just popped up because I was watching one of her videos, and they talked about glucose monitoring and how certain people, their blood sugars go up in response to different things they eat. So I thought it was interesting. So I thought I would do that experiment with myself. So I may purchase a continuous glucose monitor, and I want to go into the blood sugar diet, low blood sugar glucose diet, to help me heal. This time when I do it, I'm not going to do, which is keto. When I do it, I'm not going to do it for more than 3 months. I think my mistake with keto OMAD is that I went 9 months on it, And I'm a strong believer in metabolic flexibility. Like, I'm a strong believer of going in and out of ketosis, having that power to go in and out of ketosis and not gain a stupid amount of weight. Like, that is power. If you can go from diet to diet without losing control, you are an expert dieter. And for someone who's on keto and they can't get off keto and they gain a bunch of weight, like, that's not a good dieter. That's a poor dieter. You want to be able to be flexible in that aspect, because the flexibility gives you power, which is what OMAD is teaching me. Like, I had the flexibility to have junk food on OMAD. My weight didn't get out of control. And now I want to go back into ketosis because I feel the best when I do keto. So I'm definitely going to do that. Tara says, I'm also doing a 40-hour fast day 1 today. That's awesome. Yes, I don't know what I'm about. I started the fast at about 9 p.m. last night, and it's now 1:23 p.m. So I don't know. I'm not really counting. This will be an easy fast. It might get difficult tonight around my OMAD meal, but once I wake up the next morning, I'm gonna have tons of energy. So I plan on going to the pool. So today I'm taking a complete break off of workouts because holy crap, what happened? I pushed myself hard. My hammies have been sore for 2 to 3 days, and now my upper body's sore. So I am just jumping into resting. I need to rest. So why not do a prolonged fast while resting? So yeah, I'm going to be doing some blood sugar stuff on my channel. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I want to do the low blood sugar diet where you keep your blood sugar in 3.0 millimoles area, not at that low, but like in the threes, basically, for milliliters per deciliter. And it's 60s for the other units. So yeah. So I think I took junk food OMAD too far, which is what I talked about. I have some notes here. I'm definitely sore from the gym. This morning I did some mobility exercises with Caroline Gervin. And I saw my pelvic floor physiotherapist today, which is great. She helped loosen up my hips. So I'm feeling great, and I'm glad that I'm doing this fast. So let's talk about jumping into a prolonged fasting with OMAD. And I have a few questions here that I am definitely going to answer. So when I first did OMAD, I was counting my calories. I was consuming, depending on the day, 600 to 1200 calories, no more than 1200 calories max. And when I was doing that at 229 pounds in September, I threw in about 3 to 4 48-hour fasts. And it was done in the same week. So I would do alternate day fasting for a couple weeks within the month. And the reason why it helps to boost your weight loss while doing one meal a day is that when you are obese, or when you're coming off the standard American diet and you're jumping into, trying to lose weight, the fasting can help. It can help really turn you into a fat burning machine. It turns you into a fat burning machine. Once you get past 24 hours, your body starts utilizing fat as fuel. Your body starts going into its resources. Your body's not going to go for breaking down muscle. That's what people believe. People are like, oh, when you fast, your body's going to break down muscle. No, the human body isn't stupid. Why would it break down muscle? Muscle is going to be the last thing it breaks down if you're in extreme starvation mode. It's going to go for the fat. So it's going to go for the fat. It's going to use the fat as fuel. It's going to go for protein that is damaged. It's going to go for a damaged protein. That's where the autophagy effect goes on. So as your body's doing that, it's utilizing its resources, and you become a fat burning machine. You also reset your gut health. You get some stem cell production around 36 hours. You get some GABA being produced, which is good mental health stuff, good for the brain. You get serotonin being produced and all of that. Like, I do fasting way more than just the weight loss. The weight loss is just the bonus of it. But like, adding it to your OMAD routine is so crucial because it can help break you out of a plateau. It can help speed things up. I love it when you come off a fast, you do an OMAD meal. Guess what happens the next day? You just like burn a bunch of calories. You burn, the scale drops. So fasting is a great tool to add to your OMAD journey. Sorry, as I drink some water. It's a great tool to add to your OMAD journey. It truly is. And if you're doing OMAD right now, I would recommend, and if you have a lot of weight to lose, I would recommend throwing in a week of fasting. It could be alternate day fasting. It could be fasting for no more than do a 3-day fast. There's no need to do no more than a 72-hour fast. But personally, I don't like the long fast. I'm not a fan of them unless you really have something that you need to cure, like you have a autoimmune disease that you need to cure, then you go for the long fast. But doing it for weight loss, I prefer, instead of doing extended fasting, do alternate day fasting, because then it teaches you to be disciplined when it comes to weight loss. But it's a great tool to definitely drop in your arsenal kit when doing one meal a day for weight loss. Even if it's not for weight loss, just for the benefits of fasting, the autophagy effects that you get from fasting, the also there is a muscle building effects that comes from fasting. I know it sounds crazy, but if anyone has watched Dr. Mindy Pelz and her work, she talks about this. She talked about how after coming off a 48-hour fast and then you do an intense workout and then you have a certain amount of protein. I'm just grabbing this from my head, but I remember I've watched Dr. Mindy Pelz over the years, and then you train, you can actually increase muscle protein synthesis. I know it sounds crazy. Some people don't believe that, but it's true. It's true. I've been doing keto for the last, before this couple of months. I've been doing it a lot, and I built muscle through keto. What people need to understand is that muscle is built in the kitchen. It's not, muscle is built at the gym, not in the kitchen. But yes, hi Fire, nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. Lovely having you here. I appreciate you so much. Tara says, have you done keto? I really want to try keto. Yes, I've done keto. Keto, with me, I was a keto person. I started off, let me give you a quick journey of my weight loss journey. So with my weight loss journey, I started off at almost 300 pounds. When I lost the first 10 to 15 pounds, I lost that with the common sense diet. So I went from eating trash to eating more healthy meals, just adding more vegetables. I wasn't counting calories or anything. I was just adding more vegetables and being conscious of what was on my plate. And then as I plateaued, I began to exercise. Exercise meaning I walked 3 times a week. That increased to 5 times a week, and then that increased to short runs. After doing that, when I plateaued again, I jumped into keto because I had a lot of health issues. I was on acid reflux meds. I had a thyroid issue. My thyroid was enlarged, and there's thyroid cancer history in my family. I had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I was on a plethora of asthma medication and allergy medication. I was just allergic to everything. My life was miserable. So the keto diet and the carnivore diet and what's the other diet? The lion diet became popular at the time, and people were talking about how they were using a meat-only diet to help heal their autoimmune diseases, and they lost weight. So I'm like, hey, I have tons of autoimmune issues. I have chronic inflammatory pain. That's another thing. So keto helps to reduce all of that. Not only that, keto is the ultimate elimination diet. As you can see, once you start reintroducing foods, you can see what foods really upset you and make your body triggered. So yeah, I lost a lot of weight with keto. So when I did that, I lost 60 pounds right away. I got encouraged, and I kind of did like a high protein keto. So I didn't do the proper keto. What I ate a lot on my keto diet back in the day, I ate these wings. I ate a lot of wings. I ate burgers, and I ate vegetables. Vegetables like Brussels sprouts. Ate a lot of Brussels sprouts. I had a lot of Caesar salads. That's what I ate. Lost a bunch of weight. Went from like 170 to 220 pounds. And after getting off of keto, because I didn't know how to properly diet, that's why OMAD is the ultimate best diet, because OMAD teaches you how to diet properly. Keto doesn't, because literally you're just counting carbs. For me, back then, keto was all about counting carbs. It was about 20 carbs or less. So after doing that, it was Christmas of 2019, going into 2020. I was like, screw it. I'm going to enjoy Christmas. And guess what happened? I had so many carbs, and I was out of control, and I loved the carbs, and I wasn't counting anything because I wasn't counting calories. I was counting carbs. I ballooned up to 260 pounds. So I lost half the weight I lost. I gained half the weight I lost. I ballooned up to then. And then that's when I'm like, okay, you know what? You need to start learning how to count your calories. Then I started counting calories, got back down to 220, was stuck there for a while. And then I introduced OMAD last year after everything happened. So yes, I've done keto. I always thought I couldn't lose weight without being in ketosis. I always thought that's what it was. I don't know. I just believed that. But just through my journey with my weight loss journey in the last couple months, I learned you can lose weight on carbs. You can lose weight after keto. That's a possibility. But Yeah, that's what I loved about that. I already said hi to fire. So, um, about prolonged fasting and OMAD, I think it's important to throw it in. If OMAD is doing well for you and you don't have any issues like health wise, there's no need to prolong fast. If you have fallen off of track with OMAD like I have, and you've tried and you're coming and you're struggling back and forth, and you're like, hey, maybe throw in a prolonged fast to get you back into OMAD, you can also do that. But I highly don't recommend, don't do it out of desperation. You have to do it in a headspace where you're like, okay, this is going to work for me. You can't do it. You can't freak out about the scale. You can't let the scale dictate your emotions. If you're at a point where the scale is not dictating your emotions and you're trying and failing, then go into a fast, because a fast is a great way to crush your hunger. A fast is a great way to, get you spiritually in there and get your discipline going. And the great way to get off a fast is to do OMAD. Everyone should be getting off a fast with OMAD, because generally you break a prolonged fast usually at night. I would not break a prolonged fast in the morning. That's probably not the best time to break a prolonged fast. The best time is to break a prolonged fast as if you're doing OMAD. You have your meal and then you are in bed. So that's how you do it. So there's a few questions I have here that I want to answer. Just Jean asked this question, and this question literally inspired this live stream. I printed it out. I don't know why it did a whole page, but it did. Just Jean says, hey, Danielle, looking forward to your live stream today. The question is, I have is, what do you do when you miss your eating window due to unforeseen circumstances? She's talking about OMAD. Keep fasting or eat later, or wait until the next day until your regular eating window time. This happened to me last night. I did not eat because I was not hungry, and now I'm still fasting, but had my hot cup of snake juice and coffee, and I'm feeling fine. I do OMAD daily. What do you think? So just to reiterate her question, basically wasn't, when it was time to have her OMAD meal, she wasn't really hungry. I might take these glasses off because they're throwing me off. And she basically didn't eat. So after that, she was wondering if it was okay to skip your OMAD meal. If you are not hungry, that is a good thing. That means your body's burning fat and you are in a very good place. If you're not hungry for your OMAD meal, do not force feed. Just wait until the next day and jump into your next OMAD meal. I've had that happen literally on my journey. That's why I would fast, because there were times where I wasn't really hungry. So I'm like, I might as well fast. Why am I going to force feed myself here? So if you're not hungry, it's totally okay to skip your OMAD meal. And if you get busy because of unforeseen circumstances, there's no need to rush in a meal unless you're hungry. If your body's telling you to eat, then you eat. So yeah, I think it's totally fine to skip a meal. And there you have it. OMAD can lead to alternate day fasting very easily. Another question that I want to answer is, this question was asked on yesterday's live stream and I didn't answer it properly. It was asked, why do you do OMAD when you can count calories? I did not answer that question properly. Why do I do OMAD when I can count calories? Because OMAD is scale friendly. Counting calories is not always scale friendly. That's why people give up on counting calories, because they see the scale go up and they don't understand that normal fluctuations happen. I do OMAD because it makes losing weight a joke. It makes it a breeze. The scale's always consistent in the effort I put in. I know when I would count calories in the past, what would happen is, like, I would be like, oh my gosh, I ate 1,200 calories, or oh my gosh, I've been consistent with 1,600 calories, and the scale went up. I would get upset, and that's discouraging. With OMAD, that doesn't happen, because you're getting the benefits of fasting throughout the day. You're getting the benefits of autophagy. You're getting the benefits of being in day-long ketosis. You're getting the benefits of turning your body into a fat-fueling machine. That's why I do OMAD rather than calorie count, because calorie counting, it's good, don't get me wrong, but the weight loss is more consistent when you do OMAD. And yes, I do OMAD with calorie counting. Now that I'm jumping back into keto OMAD, I'm definitely going to be returning to counting my calories. As you guys seen in my previous Snake Diet Diaries and my other weight loss mini vlogs or whatnot, I would always show you my little carb manager summary of the day. I will count calories on keto. Here's why. Because with keto OMAD, it is so easy to undereat. It is so easy to undereat. And I don't want to do that because I'm healing my body. and I'm not at a point where I need to be under eating. Not yet. No way. I need to make sure I'm eating enough. So I am going to be counting my calories on Keto OMAD for sure. But yes, I rather use OMAD as a tool to really get down there and to really like lose that weight than to count calories because of the consistency with it. Now, with that being said, counting calories, of course it does work. OMAD is just a method of putting yourself in a calorie deficit. I always say that. OMAD's just a method of putting yourself into a calorie deficit. That's all it is. And I do like the counting calorie method. It's going to be crucial. And then counting macros, of course, when I get into bodybuilding, I'm going to have to do all of that. But why count calories when you can do OMAD? And OMAD just gets the results done for you. OMAD has done so much for me. It was the reason why I got under 200 pounds. It's the reason why I lost over 100 pounds on my journey. It really helped me get down there on my weight loss journey because I was plateauing for 2 years. It's really the combination of the fasting, the calorie deficit, and the consistent daily fast. Like with OMAD, those fasts add up. They truly add up. And it's like you're doing a prolonged fast without doing one. And just the benefits of fasting when it comes to weight loss is out there. And OMAD's just the easiest way to do it. It's truly the easiest way to do it. It's the easiest way to get into fast. Alternate day fasting is another way to do it. So why count calories when OMAD gets you the result? It literally targets body fat. I know you can't target body fat, but it does. I know after doing a 24-hour fast, that's what they say. They say, you know what they say in the whole world, you can't target body fat, belly fat. Fasting goes for the belly fat because the belly fat is the fat around our body where it's a fat that our body goes for. It goes for that visceral fat because that fat is excess fat. When you put on a lot of weight, once your body gets it all over the place, it goes to the gut. Why do you think a lot of obese people have that gut? They have that gut because that's where our body's going to store the fat, because I guess it's easy for our body to take that fat and utilize it as fuel. So what does OMAD do? It puts you into a state of fasting and it targets that body fat in your tummy. So my stomach has never been flatter with any other diet except with OMAD. OMAD has kept it flat and consistent. I love OMAD and I love fasting for that. And I love how OMAD is just a way for me to get in more extended fasting. So yeah, that's why. I don't have any more questions. If you guys have any more questions for the live stream, please let me know. If not, I am going to go continue on my day and continue on with this 48-hour fast and jump into a keto OMAD tomorrow. And I can finally do a what I eat in a day on keto OMAD. So yeah, I think I'm ordering out food tomorrow. So I may have some wings. I'll probably grab a few wings with some bacon. But if no one else has any questions, thank you so much for attending this live stream on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. And I'm sending you guys mad love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. I don't know what it will be. I think it's a video. Oh, it's a video on keto OMAD versus OMAD. That's what it will be. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. This will be the only video today. Take care. Bye.